This is Engadget. It's Thursday, March 18th. Here's what's happening in the world of technology. Brought to you by TurboTax Tips. If you've ever wondered what's fact or fiction when it comes to taxes, TurboTax Tips can help. With expert tips in 5 minutes or less, it's quick and easy to learn how to maximize your tax refund. Just search TurboTax Tips wherever you listen to podcasts. If you're wondering what's next for Apple's tablet family, Bloomberg reporter Mark Gurman indicates that the iPad Pro family is due for a refresh as soon as next month. The high-end tablets will include upgraded CPUs that are described as on par with the M1 ARM chip Apple is putting inside Macs, along with upgraded cameras and Mini LED tech on at least one model to help improve its brightness and contrast ratios. It's a particularly good time for a refresh between the advanced CPU technology Apple is pinning its future on and recently updated iPad Airs that provide nearly everything the current Pro does at a lower price point, differentiating the top of the lineup with connectors that make it seem more like the desktop-oriented productivity device it's supposed to be. Will obviously give some consumers a reason to reach for the more expensive model. One of our complaints about the 2020 iPad Pro was that it didn't feel dramatically refreshed, and maybe these can change that impression. Other than the additional horsepower, the other major upgrade to look forward to is Thunderbolt connectivity. Using the same USB-C connector, it will allow much faster data transmission with compatible Macs, like those M1-powered laptops, high-resolution displays, or external storage devices. To top off the rumors, Bloomberg reports Apple will launch a thinner and lighter iPad aimed at students as they return to school, as well as an iPad mini with a screen that's larger than the current 7.9-inch display. And in gaming, Microsoft is bringing over the Auto HDR feature from its Xbox Series X and Series S consoles to PC, reports Windows Central. With build 21337 and above of Windows 10, PC players can try out the feature to add enhanced tone mapping to more than 1,000 DirectX 11 and 12 games that weren't mastered to support HDR in the first place. According to Microsoft, Auto HDR will intelligently add color and brightness information to your games as long as you have a compatible monitor. Microsoft uses grayscale to show the parts of the image that a non-HDR display can successfully replicate. The native HDR presentation of Gears 5 has the most detail in its shadows and highlights, but even the Auto HDR presentation has significantly more information than its SDR counterpart. As long as you're a Windows insider, you can enable the feature by making your way to the Windows HD color settings page. It will be interesting to see how this affects the HDR landscape on PCs. The format is notoriously messy on Windows 10. What's more, not all HDR-capable monitors are made equally. The Video Electronics Standards Association, VESA, has 6 different tiers to its display HDR certification. With their emphasis on high refresh rates, most gaming monitors fall into one of the lower categories if they qualify at all. That's made it difficult to enjoy the technology in the way that you can on consoles and TVs. If you want to catch the latest tech news as it's happening, check out Engadget.com or tune in again every weekday.
Spoken Layer.